Hey everyone, my name is Sudhir Miramanda. I'm a program manager in the Office Extensibility team, and today I'm super excited to bring you the latest on add-ins on Office for Mac. So just to give you a quick context around what add-ins are, add-ins, as you all know, are extensions that you can build in Office applications. They work cross-platform. You can extend Word, Excel, PowerPoint, or Outlook using a task pane add-in or a content add-in, and you can distribute these add-ins via the Office Store or your own private catalog. Add-ins have two main components. One is the manifest, which defines what the add-in is all about, and the second one is your own HTML and JavaScript, and they communicate with the Office application using office.js, which is something that we provide from a platform perspective, so that you can sort of build these extensions and add-ins to extend Office. When we started the platform, the new platform about 3 years ago with Office 2013, our vision was to have you write your code once and have these add-ins run wherever Office runs. As of today, we've got these add-ins working on Win32 version of Office, as in the classic Office. They work on Office Online. They work on the iPad. Now coming soon, what we're going to talk about today is add-ins on the Mac. And we're also currently working on add-ins for Android and Universal, and they should become available in the near future. So with that said, I wanted to jump in and give you a quick demo of what these add-ins look like on the new Office for Mac. So I've got my Word, Excel, PowerPoint over here at the on my Mac. I'm going to go over to the Insert menu, which is very similar to what we have on Win32. As you can see, you've got the same add-ins set of icons over here. I'm going to click on Store to show you what the store looks like. You've got the same store functionality as the classic Win32 Office. You can pick any add-in. I'm going to pick, for example, the Bubbles add-in over here at the top. I'm going to trust it, and that inserts the add-in into the Office application. And there it is. There's the Office application, and I am going to insert sample data that the add-in provides. And as you all know, the add-in binds to the data, and it's able to sort of display the visualization based on the data. Again, similar to what you have from a Windows 32 perspective or the classic Office perspective, if I change the data, again the add-in is bound to that data. It automatically knows that something has changed, and sort of refreshes the visualization within the application. Now that's a content add-in, as you all know. We also have task pane add-ins. So if I were to go here, and then pick something super simple like the Wikipedia add-in, and I'm going to insert that. And there's a task pane. As you all know, you can select some text within the Office application, and that sort of refreshes or sends that information to the task pane add-in, and the task pane add-in is able to take action on that selection and display data, in this case from Wikipedia. So that's Excel. Let's jump into, say, for example, Word. And again, I'm in the Insert menu. As you can see, you've got your add-in section over here. Wikipedia is a pre-installed add-in or an add-in that's readily available with one click within Word. I'm going to quickly click on that just to show you that it works. Insert some sample text. And again, if I were to click on that, that again sort of sends that info over to Wikipedia, and I get the article from Wikipedia. You can also select text, again from a functionality perspective, very similar to what you have from a classic Office, and I can insert that text into Word. All right, so as you know, so again the task pane opened up, and I'm going to select on Fox over here. That sends that information to Wikipedia, and now I've got the Wikipedia article on foxes. I can now select the text over here, similar to what you have from a Win32 or a classic Office perspective, and insert this data into my Word document, and that should be inserted right there. And you've got the citation as well from saying that this paragraph is coming from Wikipedia. So again, that's a super simple example of add-ins working on Word and Excel. Just to show you, sort of complete the circle, if you will, show you PowerPoint. I'm going to insert a new slide in my slide deck that I was walking through. Again, I've got the Store button over here and the My Add-ins button over here. I'm going to click on Store, just to show you that it's also working on PowerPoint. And as soon as this loads over here, I'll be able to go in and insert an add-in within PowerPoint. So for example, if I were to click on API Tutorial, this is an add-in that we developed to teach to teach folks like you to actually use the API. Again, that loads. Again, that's a content add-in in PowerPoint. So there you have it. This stuff is available from a developer preview perspective today, as in you can sort of go in and download the latest either from Office365.com or using the Microsoft Auto Update application on the Mac. You can get the latest version of Word, Excel, and PowerPoint, and you can sort of enable or sort of light up the add-ins feature on Word, Excel, and PowerPoint. Now, as a developer, as I said, these are currently available in developer preview. To actually test your add-in on Word, Excel, and PowerPoint, you'll have to go in and add your manifest to a specific folder on your Mac. Here's the folder where you'll have to add that manifest to, and that's users, your username, library, containers, COM, Microsoft, Word, or Excel, or PowerPoint, data, documents, and WEF. If the WEF folder is not there, you'll have to create that WEF folder and then sort of add your manifest in there. Let me show you that I've already added a couple of manifests over here. So I've got a DocuSign.xml and a PocketSwiss.xml manifest files within this folder for Word. So I'm going to go into Word, and you'll notice that as soon as I click on My Add-ins, a couple of those developer add-ins are available over here for me. So these are add-ins that I side-loaded onto Mac, onto the Word on Mac. And when I click on PocketSwiss, that sort of reads the manifest from that specific folder and loads that add-in. So again, this is how you sideload an add-in on the Mac to test and validate that your add-in is actually working on this particular platform. Another important task from a developer perspective that you all probably do is obviously debugging your add-ins. Visual Studio does a fantastic job on Win32 to sort of help you debug and develop and finish the development of your add-in. That's not something that we have on the Mac platform today. What we recommend using is an open source tool called Vorlon. You'll actually, if you go to vorlonjs.com, you'll see all about Vorlon. Again, this is an open source tool. You can download it, install it on your Mac, and actually start debugging your add-ins on the Mac directly. So what I've done is, again, you can follow the steps over here. It's a super simple process. It uses Node. You can use npm to get Vorlon, install it on your Mac, and then you start Vorlon. Once you start Vorlon with this command, sudo Vorlon, you will see that Vorlon is running. So let me just delete that. You'll see that Vorlon is running on my Mac at this point. What I'm now going to do is, as you've already seen, I've started this particular add-in. This add-in is loaded on my Word. I've actually included a very simple JavaScript in this on my add-in, and that JavaScript is right here. So this is something that you include in your header of the main page of your application, the main page of your add-in. And now it sees that a client is connected to my Vorlon server. So I'm going to click on that. And again, this is my debugging interface from a Vorlon perspective. Let me just reduce the window size over here, just to show you how the debugging is going to work from a Mac perspective. And now, as I mouse through the DOM, the HTML, you'll actually see that I can go in and modify the text over here. Hello world, and you'll see that changes directly in the add-in. So it's got a bunch of other options. You can check the network, you can check the various objects that are available, and so on and so forth. So it's got the full debugging interface over here. Certainly recommend that on this platform, as well as the iPad, you can actually use this tool to debug and sort of make sure that your add-in is working as expected on the Mac platform. The other thing that's available for Vorlon is a Office.js plugin. Here's an article. If you search for Vorlon.js debugging Office add-in, you will come up on this article, come up on this blog post. This actually walks you through a plugin that's available for Vorlon that you could use to test what sort of APIs are going through from an Office.js perspective from your add-in to the Office application. So certainly recommend that you take a look at this and see if you can sort of take advantage of this particular add-in or extension for Vorlon itself. Again, I'll put that in the notes of the deck, but definitely take a look at that. So there you have it. We talked about the latest add-ins that are coming up on the Mac. We talked about how to use sideload and test your add-ins on the Mac. And also walked you through Vorlon, which is that open source tool that's going to help you with debugging your add-in on the Mac platform. So before I sort of leave you, I just wanted to walk you through, just wanted to point out a few important things for your add-in in terms of future-proofing it. Number one is, of course, test your add-in, test on various platforms, debug it as much as you can, and make sure that it's working as expected. If your add-in is in the store, keep tabs on the ratings and reviews. Make sure that you're responding to those customer requests and customer questions. Think about smaller form factors as we move forward. As I talked about, the vision with the Office platform is to make sure that your add-in runs where Office runs. So in the future, certainly think about touch as a form of interaction with your add-in, but also think about phone form factors. And last but not the least, think about your scenario from an add-in perspective and see if you can actually make it available on other Office applications and not just one application. Possibly if your add-in is available today on Word, think about if that scenario is applicable to Excel or Outlook as well, just to make sure that you have sort of more users or more customers that are able to take advantage of your service or your scenario on the Office platform. So there you have it. Before I leave, here are a few important links from an Office for Mac perspective in terms of add-ins. dev.office.com is sort of where you'll find all the latest documentation. I also have a couple other links out there, one for side-loading add-ins on the Mac and debugging Office add-ins on the Mac. Happy coding. Thanks.